Hello Sagittarius, this is going to be your full moon reading for September 13th going into the 14th. That is this Friday the 13th. Yay! It's going to be a really lucky day for those of you who believe that, which is, I'm one of them. And this will actually be going into the 14th because if you live on the East Coast, it doesn't actually peak until 12:33 a.m. And for those of you all the way on the far west coast of the United States, you're going to experience that full moon around 9:33 p.m. So a little bit of a jump there for everybody, but most of us it'll be Friday the 13th, and it'll be a full moon in Pisces. So really good energy there with spirituality and practicality kind of balancing out, getting in our imagination and also utilizing that Virgo energy to balance. Okay, so let's see what you have here, Sagittarius. You're getting don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay, so there may be some moments where your ego or your pride is somewhat hindering and not allowing progression, but let's see where that goes. Let's get a little bit more information, Sagittarius. What's going on? Some people can really test our pride, you know. It happens to me sometimes too. And sometimes we let it get the better of us. But let's see if we can get you an advice card. Maybe we can avoid this energy here that wants to come up and test you. Or at least learn something from it right away, right? Instead of letting it blindside us. Whoa. My hands are being funky this evening. Like when I get down to the other half of the readings, my hands don't work right. And I have my watch on for these readings, so extra different. Okay. Trust in magic. Alright, very cool. I love that card. That is a really beautiful card, and that's really all about trusting what goes on with yourself and the way that you manifest your world. So, you know, if we were to just look at these two cards as being your reading, I would say it's almost like trust in your intuition and trust that you don't have to put forth any type of extra effort to prove somebody wrong or to prove yourself right or to make a point. Okay, don't let pride get in the way, because overall, you know, when you trust in magic and the magic of what you can manifest and the way that you can utilize the energies all around you, trust that you're being guided, that pride won't even get in the way and there won't be any of it, you know. So maybe that's just a message for a few of you Sagittariuses out there. But let's get a little bit deeper idea of what's going on. What's up with this pride, right? We all have it. I have prideful moments too. Alright, Sagittarius, full moon. Yeah, that's an interesting mix of cards for sure. You know, full moon in Leo is going to feel, well, I guess that one wanted to come out. Full moon in Leo is going to feel, you know, really luxurious at times, but it can also be over exuberant, over luxurious, too much, you know, in the spotlight, or trying too hard almost, I keep feeling, for some reason. You know, to the point of looking thirsty. Not necessarily in like a relationship, but I don't know. That one's throwing me off a little, guys. Not gonna lie. Okay, wow, that's really cool. You have a lot of sword energy and mental energy. That's really cool for you, Sagittarius. I really like that. You do have a major arcana here, so let's go through it. We have 8 of Cups, moving on. 4 of Swords, joy and stability. 7 of Swords, choose your battles. That's going to be with that pride. And then Blossom, number 20. That's huge. That's regeneration. Now, I believe this card came up in the last reading, so, you know, I really feel like some of these energies we're all experiencing as a collective. And it's affecting some of us just a little bit more than others. And that's why some of these cards keep repeating. It's really interesting to me. So let's start here. Moving on. Now, as you can see, this can mean a lot of things. This is letting go, walking away. You know, sometimes we have to do that in order to save our sanity, save our happiness, and our joy, and do what's right for us. So at this moment, this person has already recognized what their path is, and they are going to choose a different way. They're going to go a different direction. They are no longer utilizing what was before them. So they're just going to go a different way. This can mean a lot of different things. This could be a relationship that you've decided isn't really going anywhere, you know, and don't let your pride get in the way in the middle of it. Don't be a jerk on your way out, right? Just move on. Or this could be some kind of a job ending where you don't need to go toilet paper the building, you know. Don't let the pride get the best of you. You don't need to flip off the boss on the way out. Just walk on. So something is being let go of, okay? And you're wanting to maintain that pride of yourself, that humbleness that we like to maintain, and really trusting in the magic of yourself, that everything that you do, and if you're following your intuition and guidance, it's on point. So being humble in a moment is worth it, you know, because you're just moving on anyways. It doesn't really matter what you do here. It's a matter where you're going. You know, don't worry about what you're walking away from. No need to be crazy about it, right? So I think that's a big thing, and that's why it's falling underneath this pride, is because you can walk away without, you know, destroying your own pride, really, or inflating it, or deflating it. And this can be so many circumstances. You know, you could be walking away from a bad habit, you know. This could be that difference between every single Sagittarius watching is some of it they know. They're like, I need to move away from smoking cigarettes. Another person's like, I need to move away from this 20-year career that no longer serves me. You know, it's going to be that huge spectrum and so different for everybody. But there is some type of moving on. You know, there is something. So definitely check that out, because it seems like it's a guided thing. Use your intuition. What is that to you? Now we have joy and stability coming up next. That is the Four of Swords. And 4 is when we realize something. And with this being a mental energy, you're definitely realizing, and it's coming through in thoughts and communication. And whether that is something that is bringing you lots of joy and stability, it can still sometimes come in as a message that we're not able to decipher. Okay, so that's kind of like that up to us. What is it that we realize? And are we going to open up to realization? So I really like the 4s. They can be kind of a rough energy depending on what you're going through, because what I like about 4s is self-realization. Yeah, it might be a little tough, it might be uncomfortable, but we always realize something about ourselves and realize something about our experience that is going to change us or alter us or move us. You know, 4s are usually a very solid energy to where they're not moving much. There's no action behind it. And this is saying, you know, you're recognizing that stability and joy, and you're taking a break to check it out. Rest, okay? If we were to look at the traditional tarot, this would be the card of rest and reconsidering and just chilling out a little bit. Okay? Joy and stability. Very cool. I like that. So maybe that could be forgiving yourself. I don't know why, but like walking away. If you're walking away and it's not the way you wanted to, or it may be hurting somebody, or some situation is falling apart due to you walking away, you know, maybe just take a moment to rest and forgive yourself and be in the moment of joy, and the fact that you're doing something for yourself is going to bring that stability for you. You know, that's that mental work, self-care. You are using self-care as you walk away. That's what's important to you, and maybe that's why you are walking away, is because it's best for your best interest. Okay, so let's move on to the 7. Now, 7s always ask us, is it worth it? Is this path really worth it? So when you're choosing your battles, maybe due to this walk away, okay, maintain that joy and stability. This is your path. You know, you don't have to confront. And if you are going to confront, really ask yourself if it's worth it. So choose your battles. I would say wisely would be the next word here. Because we all choose our battles. We don't have to reciprocate. We don't have to respond. We don't have to play the game, you know. If you're walking away from something and you've made that decision, you shouldn't really have to battle about it. The decision's been made, right? But if you are going to battle, Have your wits about you. Recognize that this is your path, and everything you do affects your path. Every thought you make, right? That's huge. Now we have regeneration coming up here. This is a really cool card to come up because this is judgment, and it's a major arcana, and it's the major arcana that you have in your spread, and it's the only one. So for you, that could be a second chance coming around. That could be another opportunity that maybe wasn't available to you before is now available because you've grown, you've learned, something's different, right? This opportunity is coming back around. This is like transformation. In the typical or the traditional tarot, there's going to be the angel, Archangel Michael, and he's blowing some sort of horn and raising these folks from the dead, or their coffin, essentially. So it's another opportunity. And if you really look at that glowing light, it's almost like looking at this thing in a different way. You know, a new opportunity. It's like, wow, this is different, and I like it. It's really cool. I really like that for you. You know, it's like an awareness. So you may have some kind of awareness, and you're able to sustain the joy and stability through that, no matter what battles try to come at you, you know, because when you're able to trust in that magic of regeneration and more opportunities and second chances, that's going to bring you somewhere. That's really going to bring you forward. Let's get some clarifying cards for you and see if we can get more information for you. I really like this. This is some deep energy for you, Sagittarius. This is good stuff. Really good energy. Wow, that choose your battles, so that resonated a lot with that don't let your pride get in the way. You know, that's where we maintain our pride. We maintain our humble attitude when we're going through something. You don't always have to, you know, engage, I guess. Engaging isn't always that necessary thing. Alright, let's get a couple more cards. Whoop, that one fell out. Or wanted to fall out. Got caught by the bottom of the deck. Oh, we have one trying to hit the floor here. Oh yeah, Seven of Swords. Look, it comes up again. So that's a big one for you, choosing your battles. Really determining if it's worth it. Is it worth it? Is your plan over this full moon really worth it, Sagittarius? And is it following your heart and your soul and your dreams? Is it really on path, you know? That's what the sevens are. We have on path with sevens. Ooh, we got a card flipping over by itself over here. Oh, look at that. Eight of Cups. You've got a couple duplicates here. And out of, what, 78 cards, I think it is? The odds of that are winning a lottery. So, maybe you need to go get a lottery card. It's a joke. That's a joke. I don't gamble. Okay. Now, we have your eights moving on. And with this moving on, there is definitely that battle that you may encounter. And definitely checking out, what is it that you're going to fight for? Is it worth it? Are you going to turn around and fight for these two swords? Or are you good? Are you good with your five? You know, that's kind of this energy, and that can go with anything. Like I said, it could be that job where you're like, well, I'm not leaving without, and it's this big old chaos thing where it's like, you know, don't be greedy and really determine what's worth it. Can you walk away with what you have and be okay? If not, you know, definitely choose your battle. Choose it wisely. And with it coming with this moving on, it does suggest that some things just aren't worth fighting over. You know, don't let your pride get in the way. And, you know, if these cards didn't all go together, I would just be a crazy woman, but they absolutely do, you know. Absolutely. Moving on. Don't let your pride get in the way. That 7 coming out, which means choose your battles. These are the same exact card, guys. Okay, Sagittarius coming up with joy and stability and temperance. Now, temperance is always going to be trust trust that you're being guided, trust that there's all of this energy that's out there for you to utilize and be guided into your best life, okay, and your best path. Yes, we go through lessons. Yes, we go through things, but this is the card of moderation, okay? With every, bad lesson, we call it bad, right? Like, I don't really like to use that as a thing because that's very biased, right? Bad can be many different things to many different people, but let's say we have an experience that we feel is bad. We're going to probably get that equal good experience as long as we're doing what's right, that giving and receiving, that balancing. This is all about moderation, and what's really important about this card, you guys, is to trust. Trust that there's that balance. Walk the talk, talk the walk, be what you want in this world. Maintain that joy and stability and self-care and balance. Balance everything that you're doing for yourself, your community, your family, your friends, your employment, your legacy, right? This feels very big because it's a major arcana, first of all. And second of all, it's showing up with this joy and stability. And for some reason, all this light is just feeling really powerful. It's actually like clogging up my throat chakra. Pardon me. Jeez. So, yeah, really powerful there for you to get balanced. Really powerful for you to take some self-care and maybe reconnect. However it is that you reconnect with your spirits and the way that you get into balance with your soul, I would say go for it, Sagittarius, because that's really going to help you release this pride issue and maybe some of this walk away that you're having a rough time with. Because, look at this. This is so crazy, you guys. You have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Over here you have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. And it's really surrounding this beautiful growth. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius, I can't even explain how this feels right now. Okay, so you have the 7 of Swords, right? Choose your battles, and then here you are. You're just done. You're done with that. You're done. You're going to walk away with your pride intact, and and you trust the moon. You trust the moon to light the way, which is all about trust and magic. Okay, really powerful stuff here, Sagittarius. The synchronicities in your reading are just incredible, The way that these fell together around this, it just feels so powerful. Really big message for you. Really big message to choose your battle. Choose your battle for sure. And then just let it go. Keep that pride intact. Keep it intact. Because when you get to this regeneration, oh my gosh, it's going to feel amazing. Look at this celebration here. You have 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is all about stopping to realize how far you've come and how good it feels, right? Like, the 3s are I make. What have you made? And when you stop to look at what you made, you may be really freaking impressed. And you may look at it differently, and a whole lot can come out of it. You trust in that magic and that joy, right? That's what that is, that joy and stability. You trust in that. Keep the moderation, the balance, take care of yourself. You're really going to be impressed with yourself, Sagittarius. I love this reading. This is beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. I hope it's an amazing full moon for you. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm still really new to YouTube, and I definitely want to spread the word, and the only way I guess to do that is to get subscribers. So that's that's a real thing. I want to spread this content, and if you hit the bell button, you will get notified when I do upload content. And I should be uploading September 28th, and that'll be our new moon in Libra. So super fun stuff. Definitely feel free to share, comment, and do all that awesome stuff that YouTubers do. And I really appreciate you watching. This is so fun for me. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.